Hello guys, welcome to my channel. This is the 26th tutorial in this course, and in this tutorial we'll be checking out forms in HTML, and probably I'm going to divide our discussion on forms in two tutorials, and this might be a little inconvenient for you because I'm going to use part of what we build in this tutorial in the next tutorial. So you would probably want to check out both tutorials in one go. And the reason why I'm doing this, because if I discuss all form aspects in one tutorial, then the tutorial will become very long, and I don't want that. So anyway, let's just get started. On line number 1 here in this file, I have the doc type declaration. Then I have the head section, the body section, and then between the body section I have lot of text that we haven't seen till now in the course. And this file, if you open it in Google Chrome, this is how it looks. So at the moment it has this form has how many fields? Just 1, 2 and 3 fields. So you can enter your first name, your last name, and you can tell your gender, whether you're male or female. So we have two different kinds of input forms, and the first one is a text box that you see here, and then you also have radio buttons. And the special thing about radio buttons is that if at a time I can only have one option selected. So a person can either be male or can be female. Like at the moment these are the only options you have, and you have to choose just one of the two. Whereas if you have something like checkboxes, you can select multiple checkboxes, and whatever variable you're setting with those values, that variable can take multiple values. But gender, for instance, is a variable that can take only one value, and so is age. Like if you're selecting among age categories, this is something that you see fairly often in survey questionnaires, that you have age groups to select from. So you can either be in the age group 18 to 25, or you can be in the age group 25 to 30. It's not that you can belong to both age groups. So in those situations, again, you use radio buttons. Whereas if you're selecting ways in which people can contact you through email, through SMS, or through call, then you can have checkboxes. And we're going to check out checkboxes in maybe the next tutorial. But in this tutorial, let's see how we can construct this much. So this is the HTML file, and I want you guys to have a look at what I have on line number 9. So I have the text first name, which is between the opening and closing paragraph tags on line number 8 and 15 respectively. So I have the text first name, then a colon. So this is where this is displayed, first name and the colon. And then I have the input tag. So between the opening and closing angular brackets, or the less than and greater than symbol, you type the word input and give a space and type the word type. Right, so you have to specify what kind of form control you want to use. So if you want a simple text box, then you just type in text between double quotes, right? And then you also have to give a name to your form field. So this is how you would distinguish this text box from the text box that's going to take in the last name for your user. So you use the name attribute for that. So this is going to be the name for this form field. So you type in name, the equal to symbol, and between double quotes you type in whatever name you want to assign to the field. So if you want to assign first underscore name, you can type in that. If you want to just type in the alphabets FN, that's also cool. So that's up to you. Whatever name you want to give to the field, you may. And then you give a space, get in the / and the closing angular bracket, and that's it. You'll get your form field. And then to have some space between the first field and the second field, I have two BR tags here. And then I have the same procedure for last name field. Again, I have last name colon, and then I've used the input tag with the type text. And the name for this field is last underscore name. And then again you have the / and the closing angular bracket. And then again I have BR tags here. And then finally I have the radio button field here. So I have gender colon, which is same as for the previous two fields. I had first name colon, last name colon. Here I have gender colon. And then I have used the input tag, but this time the type for the tag is radio. Instead of text, it's radio. And I have given the name gender to this field, and I have the value male for the male radio button, and I have just copied this and used the value female for the female radio button. And you have to make sure that if for one particular variable, like in this case it is gender, if you have 5 different values, then the name for all the fields has to be the same. So the name for the first field, which is for male, is gender, and for the second one is also gender, whereas the values are different. So the value for the first one is male and the value for the second one is female. If you change the names, then people will be able to select multiple radio buttons as well, right? So this is something that I want you guys to understand. Like here, say if I change the value of gender to gender_new and save this file, and if I refresh it in Google Chrome, I'll be able to select male as well as female, right? And this defeats the purpose. So you don't want this. So I'm going to change this back to gender, and I'll save the file, and this is what we want. We can select only one option at a time, right? So we're going to check out more form controls in the next tutorial, and if you have any doubts regarding any of this, feel free to comment on the tutorial, or you could also reach out to me in other ways, send me messages, or catch up with me on Facebook, or send me an email. And I hope you guys had fun watching this tutorial, and you may subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care.